Well, as you may know, UNICEF works to support the government of Malawi to realise children's rights. So children's rights to health, to protection, to education, to all these things which are fundamental for their development and well-being. And I head up the section on child protection.
And I understand that there are things that you're doing to prevent sexual exploitation of children. Why are you intervening in that area? Because that's the responsibility of parents to do that.
Very good question. In fact, the situation is quite critical in Malawi. We see that 1 in 5 girls experience sexual violence, and this is something that is surprisingly to some occurring most commonly inflicted by their boyfriends or classmates. So UNICEF obviously has a big role to support parents in ensuring that children are well protected, but also all those other people around the child, for example, teachers, social workers in the community. We all have a role to protect children from violence.
Are there cases that you can give us to validate your interventions? How many children are subjected to sexual violence, and what have you done to help them?
Sure. So as I mentioned, the statistics show that nationwide it's 1 in 5 girls experiencing sexual violence. And there's a range of interventions that we need to take to address this. What we need to acknowledge is that at the heart of this, it's an issue of societal acceptance of violence, and it's also an issue about inequality between girls and boys, between men and women. So what we are really calling for and supporting is parents and carers to have open and honest discussions with their children. Teach them about sex in an age-appropriate way, teach them about healthy relationships, give them the knowledge and the skills to recognise and to report violence. And this is the same conversation that as parents we need to be having with our girls and with our boys.
Men are violence, even against older women, but society is designed in such a way that it protects men from prosecution. I wanted to find out, how successful are your efforts in terms of litigation? How many prosecutions or convictions have you secured?
Sure. Ensuring justice for victims is a very fundamental piece of work that we do, and we work in partnership with the Malawi Police Service and also with the judiciary. Of course, there are challenges in seeing through cases of violence, but we are seeing some good successes as well. For example, the Malawi Police Service has integrated child protection, mainstreamed that. You may know they also have victim support services that are trained to receive cases of violence and can support victims through that process. So this is ongoing work, and where more investment is needed.